Who cares whether the rift between brothers is ever resolved? It mirrors the relationship that followed the abdication. William will one day be our future king, so why, given the damage that Harry and Meghan have tried to cause the monarchy, why bother? Harry and Meghan are now irrelevancy to the future of the monarchy and should play no further role officially in the future of the crown. They have exiled themselves to the USA and no longer undertake any official duties, so should be ignored. Let them pop in and out of the UK, but they shouldn't expect any red carpet treatment in the future. Royal author Phil Dampier said there is no chance of reconciliation before the Duke of Sussex releases his tell-all book, which is due out later this year. Mr. Dampier warned the memoir is likely to exacerbate the rift between the Cambridges and the Sussexes. The ones they are actually throwing under the bus are themselves. Our interview accusations were all prefabricated lies or extreme overreaction. They thrive on playing the victims, and every time they open their mouths or do things for the attention, they dig their own hole deeper. It comes as the ongoing rift between the once close brothers shows no sign of healing. If Harry and Meghan stay at their Frogmore Cottage home during their visit, they will be only a few minutes' walk away from William and Kate. The Cambridges are expected to move into Adelaide Cottage on the Windsor estate in time for the children to start school. Harry sat at the UN conference and was scarily manhandled by Meghan. I dislike Harry, but the way she grabbed at his arm and he pulls his hand away was disturbing to witness. Then Meghan pats and prods Harry while he speaks to a dignitary sitting beside him. Her actions are of someone who is deeply unhinged, so why on earth would his book be something other than a sociopath's view on life? Meghan is a dangerous person for all the most sinister reasons. This isn't Harry's book, but the workings of a narcissistic woman. But at the moment it looks increasingly unlikely that they will meet. Harry's tell-all memoir is looming, with senior royals and their advisors on tenterhooks. The Queen's grandson, who is living in California with Meghan after quitting royal duties in 2020, last year announced he was penning his book. Harry and Meghan are cruel, abusive people. Emphasis on cruel, which was on display during the Oprah interview, when they bullied staff, and when Meghan bullied 3-year-old Princess Charlotte. Cruelty was magnified with no sign of remorse or shame when both Harry and Meghan abused the Queen and Prince Philip during his last illness, and it was shockingly on display after his death. Harry and Meghan are cruel and stupid. That's a bad combination. He promised the book would be an accurate and wholly truthful account of his life. Harry said, I am writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful. We all know Meghan has a big saying in this upcoming book of lies. We also know she hates HRH Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, to a manic degree, because she is everything Jezebel isn't. To control Judas, she has eliminated any bond between the brothers who once were loving and caring. Don't forget Rachel. Meghan Markle bullied a 3-year-old, and her husband to be said nothing. I encourage everyone not to buy the book of more lies. My opinion only. Harry's days of being the greatly loved rascal are well over. The truth is out and we know exactly who he is since he married a media-hungry wife. There is nowhere to hide and nowhere to run. It is well and truly over for Has and that woman. Oh, poor Prince William, will this vile man ever stop doing his best to wreck his inheritance and that of his children? Why can't Harry just shut up, and leave the Cambridges al0ne? Their mother would be appalled at Harry's jealous, vindictive, bitter vendetta against William. I am not a royalist, but to think these two brothers lost the most loved mother this country has ever had, Princess Diane, and one is writing a book about his follies, is an absolute disgrace. He should look closer to home. That petri dish he married is his downfall. Throw them under the bus? How? Because they snubbed Sparkle? So what? Many of us would. Because they don't want to speak to traitorous Dick Harry? So what? Nothing they can say will change how anyone feels about William. We know Harry is not to be trusted, to even stoop so low as to lie to get what he wants. What an obnoxious little piece these pairs are. The further away from the UK Mr. Hewitt and his concubine are kept, the better. Only someone who is intent on the destruction of our country could persist with extending the production of clickbait in our country. Just for once, Hewitt, do the UK a favor and stay away. I am starting to get the impression that this book has been shelved by Penguin Random House. The fact that there is so much PR guff being put out on a daily basis points me in the direction Harry and Meghan are most probably trying to force a publisher's hand in publishing the book. This for me is starting to look like the Oscars. They are going, they might not go, it's the icing on the cake, they are too busy, they would love to go, they have been asked, etc. 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 In the end, they were not invited. However, if the book is published, it goes without saying that Harry and Meghan will throw William and Catherine under the bus again. Their jealousy of the Cambridges is astronomical. Especially Meghan's jealousy of Catherine. Let Harry publish his wretched book, who cares? Who will believe his tale of woe? We have heard it all before. Harry is a very bitter, jealous man, who settled for a woman, with a checkered history, who liked wedding cake. Was this her third wedding? Lost count. Prince William got the elegant Kate. He is king in waiting. Brains, beautiful children. What more can I say? No contest. Britain got the right son. Get his book out of the way. Are they supposed to get over what the Harkless have done just like that? Princess Charlotte was said to have been bullied. It ties in with the callous way Prince Philip, the Queen and the Cambridges have been treated. Those charities they're coming to get filmed with for Netflix should hang their heads in shame. I understand that Hem loves her grandson, however, it's time to take serious action before he destroys our monarchy. They need to lose their titles, now. He needs to be removed as a Counselor of State, now, Andrew too. He may have been born a prince, but he doesn't deserve to retain the title. Remove it, even if it takes an act of parliament. Please. Region letter G, region letter B, region letter G, region letter B, region letter G, region letter B. One thing's for certain, Harry will defo continue to be nothing, regardless. What a prize plum, had the world at his feet, could have had any number of beautiful and intelligent women to choose a wife from, had the love of his family and country. Threw it all away on a trollop from the USA. Well, the Harkless had better be careful of buses. They have announced their itinerary to visit UK and Germany in great detail, where and when they will be. If there are any buses available at these venues, they had better be careful they are not thrown under one. If you want protection plus privacy, why on earth pronounce with a fanfare your intended visit? The only reason for this is that they must give Netflix some of its pound of flesh, hence this foray into helping those charities close to their hearts. What a load of tosh.